Good evening, and thank you all for being here tonight, and thank you, Rachel Nestor, for organizing this incredible night every year. This event brings together so many inspirational leaders, and it reminds us that social change is not just a solitary endeavor. It is a collective responsibility that requires us all to stand together, to support one another, and to fight for a more just and equitable world. Throughout her life, Anita, like my great-grandmother Clara and the awardees here tonight, took on that responsibility, even when it would have been easier to shy away. Born and raised in Vienna, Anita experienced firsthand the devastating effects of anti-Semitism. When the Nazis arrived, neighbors began to disappear, families were torn apart, and the fabric of society unraveled. Catholic friends she once knew refused to speak to her, and her childhood as she knew it came to an abrupt end. As the Nazi regime solidified its grip on power, Anita's mother made the difficult decision to send her away on the Kindertransport, a rescue effort that transported thousands of Jewish children to safety in England. In interviews, she vividly described the day she left, the one-year anniversary of Hitler's arrival in Austria. Her mother stood at the train station, and for 4 agonizing hours, Anita watched as the train stood still, afraid to lose her mother forever. Throughout her life, Anita was presented with opportunities to bury this part of her life, but she did not. Safely in London, her host encouraged her to accept Jesus Christ as her savior. Had she been younger and not come from a traditional Jewish home, she later recalled in an interview, it would have been so easy. A new country, a new language, why not a new religion, she said. But she never left her Jewish faith because, she said, if she did, Hitler would have won. This story reminds me of one my grandmother told me once. One day when she was a teenager, she came home excited to tell her family about a new job she had at a department store. But they don't hire Jews, her mother, Clara Lemlich, said, to which my grandmother said she had hid that part of her identity. Clara promptly demanded she quit. No paycheck was worth compromising who you are. Anita carried that commitment to truth after the war as well. Newly married, reunited with her family, and suffering from survivor's guilt, she could have chosen to leave the horrors of the Holocaust behind. But again, she did not. She dedicated her life to educating young people about how hate can spread and how we must not all be bystanders, we must be upstanders. Like Clara, we must all stand up and speak out against bigotry in all its forms. And just like how Clara never stopped organizing, working to unionize the staff at her nursing home, Anita continued educating students until just weeks before her passing, her granddaughter eulogized last year. Anita was among the last generation of Holocaust survivors. With her and their passing, we have lost great wisdom and courage. But because of Anita's tireless work, we will never forget and resolve to say never again. Please join me in honoring Anita Weisbord.